Hello, today we're learning about types of government. Government is how power is organized in a country, who makes the rules, who leads, and how decisions are made. We will compare different types of governments and look at examples around the world. Different countries use different systems to distribute power. Some governments give citizens a big voice. Others limit what people can do or say. Understanding this helps us make sense of history, current events, and why some countries operate very differently. Our first type of government is an anarchy. Anarchy means there is no formal government. There is no one in charge and no central authority. This often happens when a government collapses because of war or conflict, like Somalia in the early 1990s. It can be very unstable because there are no rules or leaders to keep people safe. In an autocracy, one person holds total power. Citizens don't have much say in decisions. Countries like Saudi Arabia and North Korea are examples. This type of government was common in early civilizations when rulers needed strong authority to control large areas. Communism is a government and economic system where the goal is a classless society. The government controls major resources and makes decisions about money and production. China and Cuba are examples. The idea came from Karl Marx, who believed workers should share wealth equally. A constitutional government has rules written in a constitution. The Constitution limits the power of leaders and protects citizens' rights. The United States and Japan are examples. These ideas grew from the Enlightenment, when people began demanding rights and fair laws. In a democracy, power comes from the people. Citizens participate in government. There are two main types. A direct democracy, which is when people vote on issues themselves, like in Switzerland, or a representative democracy, which is when people elect leaders to make decisions, like in the United States. This idea started in ancient Greece, especially Athens. A dictatorship is when one leader has complete control, usually gained through force. Freedoms are limited, and the government uses censorship and strict rules. North Korea and Nazi Germany are examples. Dictatorships often form during crisis or after a military takeover. A monarchy is ruled by a king or queen. There are two types. The first is absolute monarchy. The ruler has full power. Then we have constitutional monarchy, where the power is shared with elected leaders. The United Kingdom is a constitutional monarchy. Saudi Arabia is an absolute monarchy. These systems grew from hereditary leadership, power passed through family. In an oligarchy, a small group has power. This group might be wealthy, military leaders, or elites. Citizens have limited influence. Russia today is often described as an oligarchy. Ancient Sparta was ruled by a small warrior class. A republic is a form of democracy where citizens elect representatives to make laws. The government follows a constitution that limits power. The United States, France, and India are republics. This idea first appeared in ancient Rome with elected senators. In a theocracy, religious leaders rule, or laws are based on religious teachings. Iran is ruled by Islamic clerics. Vatican City is governed by the Pope. Many ancient civilizations, like Egypt, closely linked religion and government. Totalitarianism is an extreme form of authoritarian government that controls every part of life: speech, media, education, and even beliefs. The government uses propaganda and surveillance. North Korea is an example today. The Soviet Union under Stalin was another. Take a minute to match the correct term with the correct description for each type of government. Why government type matters. Government affects every part of life: rights, freedom, money, safety, and how decisions are made. Understanding government helps us understand why countries are different and how leaders use power. In your opinion, which type of government is the most effective and why? There is no single correct answer. I want you to think about citizen rights, decision making, and stability. Think about it and then share your thoughts. Now consider which type of government is the most harmful and explain your thinking. Again, I'm not looking for one right answer. I want you to think deeply about how power is used and how it affects people and how this aligns with your views. Thank you for participating. You now know how power is distributed in different governments around the world. This helps us make sense of history, current events, and the importance of citizen participation.